Welcome everyone to our healing program for tonight. Wonderful to have you back after our little break after 40 days. And tonight we're going to do some pranayama, and after that Prabhu will take over and do some energy healing. And after that Guruji will come in and take us into a healing meditation. So we start with a little centering, and then we go off with some pranayama. So let's close our eyes and bring your attention to your breath. Center within, into the core of your being. Open your mind and center your mind in peace, infinite peace. And then open your heart and breathe into your heart. And come into that field of loving being, compassion. And then breathe in your belly, your navel area, and open your navel. To a field of vitality, sparkling vitality. And use your breath to center as deep as possible in these fields of vitality, loving being, and infinite peace. Make your breath a little bit deeper. Breathe in your belly area. Stay connected to these fields and open your eyes. And stay aware of your breath. And follow your breath. Still stay aware of your connection and of the breath. To bring a little bit more vitality in our system, we start with doing Kapalabhati. In the navel area, it clears the mind and makes more vital. I assume you all know the technique because we have been practicing so much. And when you want to have a little bit more explanation, then you can go back to the day 38, 39, and 40. There's a lot of explanation. So we breathe out, we breathe in, and then we start. Breathe in. Continue. You can contract the perineum area while you're doing it. That makes it a little bit more powerful. And you keep the energy in the system. Keep a nice pace. Be fully aware. Completely out. And breathe out slowly. Breathe in and out a few times. Relax the body. Relax the breath. And become aware of any difference in your physical body, in your vitality, in your brain. I can feel some clarity in my brain, and a nice steady feeling in my body. We do another round, and then we keep on doing the same movement. We use still the belly muscles in the contractions in the navel area, but our focus changes. In every chakra area, we bring our focus. So we cleanse every energy field in our system. And I'll point with my finger where we are, so we can just continue and change our focus. So breathe out. Breathe in, start with the base. Navel area. Heart. And slow down. You can close your eyes. And breathe a few times up and down the spinal column. Bringing balance between all the chakras and energy levels. And become aware of any change in your vitality, in your energy awareness, in the amount of thoughts in your mind, emotions. And from here, we're going to do the Bastrika, but we do the Bastrika in a very subtle way. So we are not using so much the breath through the nostrils, but we use the Ujjayi with a little bit of the nostrils. And we breathe up the column, the Sushumna Nadi, and we breathe down. So it's in and out, pushing down to the base. Breathing in from the base, up through the whole spine, up to the brow, and breathing out, pushing down from the brow, completely down to the base. You can constrict the throat a little bit more. Use the belly muscles to contract to breathe out completely. Just try a little bit and get the movement. You're moving energy in this way. Breath and energy. Up to the brow, down to the base. And breathe out and stop for a while. I hope you can catch the technique. In a little moment, we go for another try. So it's more ujjayi, but it's a powerful ujjayi. Constricted throat, using the muscles of the belly. And you push out really to in the base. It's like it's a cleansing action through the Sushumna Nadi. So we're going for another round. So breathe out. Breathe in. So you're using full lungs, and you empty the lungs completely. But not so much via the nostrils. It brings you deeper in energy awareness. A few times. Up, down. Up, down. Up and down. And relax. Breathe a few times slowly. In and out the lungs. And become aware of any difference. I became much more aware of my energy body now, more centered in the energy body. And I hope you do too. And my physical body becomes more at the periphery. So still there. And I feel a nice connection between the energy body and the physical body. And we close our pranayama session with alternating breath to balance the hemispheres of the brain. And we use our finger to lock the nostril. So we can use the hands like this. We have the pink and the index finger and the thumb. And the index finger we put on our brow area between the eyebrows. And with our thumb, we close off our right nostril. And then we breathe out through the left nostril. We breathe in through the left nostril. Little pause. We lock the left nostril with our pink. We breathe out through the right nostril. Breathe in to the right. Close the right. Breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Out. Left. In through the left. Out through the right. In through the right. Out. In. Out through the right. In through the right. Out through the left. In through the left. Out. In. Out. And we finish with in through the left. And we breathe normal and relax. And then breathe a few times up and down. And become aware that nice feeling in the brain. I see we have a few minutes left. And we use these minutes to do the orbit. So we breathe in with the Ujjayi from the base up through the spine, along every chakra area, to the back of our heads, through our brain, to the brow. And then we breathe out from the brow, along the front of our bodies, along the chakra areas, the throat, the heart, the navel, the sacral, and the base. Completely down. And slowly up from the base, through the spine, along every chakra, to the back of our heads, the brainstem, medulla area, to the brow. And there we start breathing out, along the throat, the heart, the navel, sacral, and underneath to the base, and up again. And become aware of this nice energy flow. Coming down and coming up once more. And we end breathing out, down to the base. I think we created a beautiful energy field together. And now I'll hand you over to Prabha, who will do some energy healing with you. Namaskar. Thank you very much.
Namaskar, everyone, and welcome to our second segment of Healing Circle, in which we will use the energy in our arms and hands and the power of our mind to direct the healing energy to different parts of our body. You've created a lot of energy doing the pranayama, and now let's really put it in use towards healing. So I'd first like to ask you to just close your eyes, sit in a comfortable position, with your back as straight as possible. And take a moment to really observe how you feel. We have some noise going on here. Testing. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that little technical microphone challenge here. So I hope you've taken the time to really observe how you're feeling, how your body is doing, and to see what areas of your body might be challenged at this moment. And let's take a moment to set an intention for this healing circle. Perhaps it's already crystal clear to you, but perhaps you can still think of a new one, or you want a refined one, something you specifically want to pay attention to, or maybe an attitude shift you want to focus on. Based on your observation of what is going on in this moment. Okay, and then let's open our eyes for a moment and lift up one arm. And then we take the other arm, the other hand, and we just slide over our arm towards our hand, feeling the warmth of our hand. We go back on the lower side, back up. If you point your thumb up, you actually have the side up and the other side down. Let's go downwards on the top, and let's go back on the lower side. Let's do it again. And going back. Creating the energy in your arms. Waking up the meridians. Let's do it on the other side. Stretch your arm out with your thumb upwards, and then slide over, and from below back. And enjoy this feeling. If you're already feeling energy in your hands, it is just nice to go along your body with your hands. Okay. Let's rub your hands together. And then let's bring them a little bit apart, maybe a foot or a little wider even. And then observe how your hands feel. Observe the space in between your hands. And then while breathing out, bring your hands a little bit closer. And while breathing in, bring your hands a little bit further away. Breathing out, bring them closer. Don't let them touch, but just closer together. And breathing in, let them go further away from each other while keeping the connection. And let's engage our heart in this. So we breathe in, we open up our chest, spread out our arms, bring in love, and breathing out to bring our hands back together. Our chest goes inward a slight little bit. Maybe you want to lift up your hands to the height of your heart as well. When you see Guruji moving his hands in meditation, he always says that is because he is centered in his heart as he does so. And the heart is connected to the arms and to the hands. So for him, it means he naturally wants to move. Working the energies, creating more love, and spreading it around our body and around the space. Breathing into the heart area as if this is a balloon that you're filling up. And breathing out, letting the balloon inflate. And then when you're breathing out again, keep your hands close together but not touching, and just stay there for a moment. Breathing very slowly and deeply. And on your next out breath, bring your hands to your lower belly, just below your navel, one hand on top of the other, or perhaps you just want to put them next to each other. And use the position of your hands in this location to make contact to the first three chakras. The chakras related to our grounding into the physical body, the sacral area, the reproductive energy, and the navel area, our vitality and strength and power and confidence. And go into deep contact with your body. And when we put our hands on a certain part of our body, the energy goes through our hands into the body, strengthening that area. And also we can bring our mind into the same area. So our mind goes into our belly or into our lower spine, being aware of every sensation in the entire lower area. And being aware of the movement of the energy. And then bring up your hands a little bit higher, where the ribs come together, just below there, the solar plexus area. So it's between the heart and the belly, between the heart and the navel. And see if you can breathe in, if you can fill up all the way to this area so that your hands move outwards. You can also just put your fingers there to find it more localized. What works best for you? And again, the energy goes to this area via our hands. And inwardly, we bring our mind to the solar plexus area. And then gently press your hands a little deeper into your body. And then release and bring them up to your heart. Again, one on top of each other. On the heart. Giving just a little bit of pressure. And then we're going to rotate our hands, taking the skin with you, with the hands. So it's not rubbing over the skin, it's more of a massaging rotation. And then we're going to repeat every time that we rotate our hands one word. And the total sentence will be, I am always exactly where I need to be. It's 9 words. We're going to repeat it 9 times. And I will slowly say the words and you can say them quietly, or when no one is around, you can say them out loud as well. Okay, let's start. I am always exactly where I need to be. And then relax your hands, keep them on your heart. And delve deeply into that full acceptance of that everything that happens to you, that the place where you are, the physical location, the people around you, is perfect, is exactly what is meant to happen to you and what will help you in your growth. Can we feel gratitude even for the challenges? And let's fill our heart with love on every in-breath. And let's send our love to all the places in our body that are challenged, to the challenging emotions and the challenging thoughts. Let's bring healing to our relationships. And of course, relationships can be with people outside of you and with yourself. Let's realize that we do not need to be perfect. Perfection is within us in all our flaws and all our challenges. Let's enjoy the path towards growth. And let's ask for the support of the guides and the masters of the light to bring that healing energy towards us. Even though we are perfectly okay already, that all our challenges may become lighter and they may disappear, so that we become totally free. Then gently press your hands a little deeper into your heart and then release. And let's bring them to the throat area. You can either put them on your throat physically or a little bit away from your throat. Just feel what is best for you at this moment. Experiment a little. I think I want to keep them on my throat and neck today. Of course, not giving much pressure if you have physical contact there, but open up the space of the throat. Open up the space of silence. Be aware of the throat and also the ears. And on your next in-breath, slowly move your hands down next to your body and let them hang down. Rest on the floor if you're sitting cross-legged. Just shake out your shoulders quietly. Shake out your hands a little bit, your wrists. Feel like all the energy is dropping into the floor. And then slowly breathe out. And then breathing in, circle up your arms into the air, making contact to the heaven. And then slowly bring them down, palms facing down to your head. And then rest them on your head. Find which position is best for you. Maybe it's the sides of the head. Maybe you want to put one hand on the forehead and one hand behind. Or maybe you want to stay with your hands a little bit away from your head. If at any point this becomes too tiring for your arms and hands, just let your hands rest on your legs again and do it mentally. On each out breath, feel that you're infusing your head with energy from your hands. And each in breath, feel that you're bringing the energy of the breath to your head. And then let's prepare to give ourselves an energetic shower by moving our hands along our body with a little distance. And imagine that when you're doing this, you take away all the impurities, all the still energies, all the way down into the earth. So if you're still holding your head, let's lift them up a little bit above your head. And then start moving them alongside your body, down to the belly, the hips, along the legs, bend forward. And if you have the flexibility, go down all the way to your feet. And maybe you can even place them on the floor. And then slowly come back up. Circle your arms back up into the sky. Bring the palms facing down. Bring them just a little bit above your head. Then move them along the body. And observe how the body feels when you move your hands alongside those parts of the body. Maybe you can feel some tingling or vibration. All the way down to the floor, touching the floor if you have the flexibility. And slowly coming back up. One more time, circling your arms up to the sky. Bringing the palms down, bring your hands just a little bit above your head, then start moving them alongside your body. Bending forward if you can, alongside your legs, and then touching on the floor. And then slowly coming back up to sitting. And then bringing your hands on your legs for a moment, palms facing up. Observe how you feel. Observe the difference from when you started. Perhaps you remember how it was before you did the pranayama, before you did the healing circle. And then how you felt after the pranayama. And how you're feeling now. And then let's start opening up our awareness to those around us that need help, that need healing energies. Those close to you, family and friends. Those in your villages and cities that you live in. Those in your country. And those in the entire world. Let's open up our hearts and let's open up our minds so that we can send our healing energies towards them. And on your next in-breath, slowly lift up your hands and then bring them forward towards all the people in the world, towards our healing box that I'm holding here. The healing box specifically contains the names of Blue Star people and their friends and relatives. People from all over the world. People with all kinds of challenges. And just today I put the name in of a little baby of 1 month old with breathing difficulty, digestive issues. Yesterday we had a message of someone in Blue Star whose father is challenged with corona, 92 years old. So the youngest to the oldest can be challenged in this life. And may they all receive our healing energies. May they all find ways to learn and grow so that challenges can be dissolved. And let's ask our guides. Let's ask the masters of the light, the angel and all angels and all the healing beings to send their healing energies towards these people that are challenged. Together on this planet and with all the help from the astral worlds, we create a tremendous healing field. And people will feel our support. And of course, may this support continue beyond this prayer and beyond this healing circle. And let's breathe out slowly, lower our hands again. And let's prepare to open our eyes, becoming aware of our environment again, to go into the next segment with Guruji. And when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes. I want to thank all of you for your presence in this segment and the previous one, of course, as well. And wish you a wonderful rest of the healing circle. And then I would like to hand you over to Guruji. Thank you and namaskar.
Namaskar, everyone, and welcome to our online programming again. It's great to see all of you. Can you just scroll a little bit so I can see all the participants? There are 45 of us there. Thank you. Just a little bit of seeing who is with me so I can hold you in my thoughts consciously. Is there another screen? Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. So we begin with the meditation segment, and here I want to tell you of how important it is to really understand your subtle body as distinct from your gross body. Of course, we are accustomed to the gross body, but the subtle within us is so fitted into the gross that we tend to think it is part of the gross, or it is the gross. For example, that your thinking is the brain, or your emotions have to deal with this, the chemistry of the body, or your vitality, it's about the chemistry of the body. And when we have a little more awareness of self, we begin to feel the presence of a subtle body. That makes all the difference on the journey. So your mind, just a reminder to you, your mind operates in and through the brain, but it is not the brain. And you begin to feel this because when you begin to feel a chakra at the eyebrow, at the center of the eyebrows, and you begin to feel a chakra on top of the head, you know for sure that it is not your brain that is involved in thinking, or is the source of the thinking. The brain is necessary to think inside of the body, but outside of the body, you don't need the brain. The brain allows you to think inside of the body. But the reason why I'm telling you this is because your mental and emotional being and your vital being, your being of prana, which constitutes your subtle body, has so much quantum power, energy, waves. that you can stress out your physical body completely if you're not aware of how to manage your subtle energies, which is the mental energy, emotional energy, and all the vital energies that operate the body. If you don't know how to manage it, and if you are anxious, fearful, depressed, lonely, sad, angry, bitter, revengeful, unforgiving, all of the subtle body qualities, you're going to damage your physical body. Your organs are going to be totally stressed out. So it's extremely important to understand the nature of the subtle body. And not only that, how to manage it. And that's what our meditation does. It brings you into the subtle dimension of being, centers you into a place where you can manage the subtle body. And when you can manage that, then you can channel energy into the physical. Just relaxing the body completely, relaxing the subtle body completely, taking away all tensions from the mental field and emotional field and stresses in the vital field, the vital currents that drive the body. Just by bringing balance to them and bringing them into more harmony and peacefulness, the body begins to thrive immediately. It begins to settle down. And if you do all the things, well, it begins to relax. And if you do all the things that can stimulate wellness in the body from the subtle body, you're well on your way to optimal well-being. Even if you begin to think, I don't want to live again, and you have this feeling of hopelessness, or you become a victim of hating yourself or being a victim, feeling that you're loveless and nobody loves you, and it's all self-destructive to the body. So we try to first of all observe those patterns in our consciousness. We try to find the center of management, which is primarily the mind, together with the heart, together with the vital core, and ultimately all chakras. Those are the center of your energy system. And by conscious control of those, you can go deeper into your connection with the divine. And you can go deeper into channeling very positive energies to your body. I hope that you go back and look at these wellness programs so you can deepen your experience of the subtle body. And there is something magical when you are listening to someone who lives in subtle body awareness. There's something magical. Why? Because your own subtle field begins to resonate with that source that is directed upon you. That's a big, big help on the journey. Any evolved soul who is around you or who you connect with and they live in a more stable place can help you to find that center within your own being. So let me direct you now into healing meditation. Let's take the journey within, beyond the physical body, deep into the subtle body. And because of the holographic concept of the universe, you exist in me and I exist in you. I'm thinking in your being and you're thinking in my being. Because of that, I can be at the center of your field and you can be at the center of my field. How's that for thinking? That's how I feel. That's what I experience. And I hope that you too can. Because when you feel my peace or you feel my love or you feel my strength, you are actually at the center of my being. And I feel that, I experience that. And that is what motivates me to continue to guide you and to be exposed to your presence. So let's go within. Let's sit in a comfortable posture. It doesn't matter if you lie on your couch or you sit on the floor or you sit in a chair. or you lean back or you sit straight, ensure that you're comfortable. And we want to relax the body by first relaxing the subtle body. So let's bring the mind into the present moment. Stay here and now. Accept everything at this point. Don't worry about anything. Just let it go. This is your moment. Be with yourself. Give attention to the breath, because when your energy system is disturbed, your breathing patterns are irregular. And if you were to bring your breathing patterns into rhythm, you're slowly bringing your energy body into rhythm. So just breathe out slowly, gracefully, and completely. No pressure. Pause for a moment for stability, and then breathe in slowly and deeply. Remember to open up the belly to breathe. So you open up the lower lungs, open up the rib cage to breathe. So you open the middle lobes, and you breathe right up into the chest, the upper area, expanding the shoulders, lifting the shoulders. Then pause for a moment as you hold a breath, and then you breathe out slowly again, taking your attention down to the root as you breathe out, and taking your attention up the spinal column as you open your belly, open your chest. As you breathe into the throat area, expanding the shoulders, and going right to the back of the neck, to the brainstem, then connecting with the third eye, and then going up into the brain as far as you can with your consciousness. And just stay in the rhythm. Even. Peacefulness should be in your awareness, peaceful mind, expansive mind, no boundaries, no limited thinking. Slowly out, slowly in. You breathe out completely before you breathe in. For some of you, if you'd like to use a mantra, a short mantra with the breath, like Om or Soham, feel free. Om Guru. Now, it's important to ensure that the mind is becoming more and more peaceful. The breath is already helping that. But focus at the center of the eyebrows. No stress, gentle focus. Just observing what the energy feels like there. And extending your breath. Peaceful mind, and delight in a peaceful mind. The restfulness of it, the peacefulness of it. The more you bring rhythm into the breath, the more you gracefully are with the breathing, the more your energy field will settle down and become harmonious. The heart will relax. The skin will relax. And now be in harmony with your entire body. Hold your entire physical being in your mental space, because your mental space is an energy field. So hold every cell in that energy field by being conscious of it. The bone cells, muscle cells, cells of the various organs, cells of the fluids that flow through the body, cells of vital organs. Learn to be conscious of your body. You're building a relationship by doing that. And you're holding your entire body in your peacefulness. And when you begin to become cognizant that your mind is an energy field, and the quality of your mind can energize yourself, then you will hold the intention of restoration in the body, of recharge, of repair, of healing. And if any visual comes to mind that allows you that, you engage. Maintain the slow rhythm of the breath. So you're in a quantum space. You're in the space of the subtle body. Now open yourself, as I'm doing, to collective consciousness and energy. We're a group, a global group. Stay in the rhythm of the breath. Stay in the energy of the spinal column. Now bring the heart in. It's an amazing field of energy. Just as you breathe into the chest, just feel that you're breathing into a balloon that inflates with love. And let it inflate endlessly, big as it can be. Just filling this balloon with love that comes from your breathing in. And as you breathe out, send that love to everywhere, to the body and to the space. So you're bringing your emotions into harmonious rhythm. That's a marvelous addition to the healing field. And open your entire body to that heart energy. And you do that by expanding the belly lovingly. as you breathe in. Centered in the heart, but you're expanding the belly as you breathe in, observing how the love is flowing into the vital core of the body. And how you can go to any part of your body that calls your attention. Or any challenging emotion that is in the field, you can breathe it away as you breathe in loving energy into your space. Or any disturbing thought, you can breathe it away as you breathe into the love and peace of the space. So what you're actually doing is that you are creating a subtle field that is harmonious and healing. A field that is charged with well-being. Stay with me and stay with the process. This voice is inside of your being. And if there's any part of your body that is challenged, take your attention there. Breathe out the disturbance and breathe into an image of wholeness and wellness. This is a powerful tool in healing and restoration. I'm going to leave you a little bit into the silence as I work in the inner space. Stay with me. Keep on energizing your entire being. Stay steady in the space. And now open your field to others, bringing others, friends, family members, loved ones, bring them into the healing field, wishing them well, visualizing them full of light, visualizing healing and well-being. That's a powerful way of entering their subtle being, influencing them. And for those of you who know the Muhammad Mrityunjaya mantra, you can use it in wishing others well. Now slowly bring your focus to the pandemic across the world. Wishing all well. Praying that we continue the safety measures and a search for a vaccine. Let's pray that the divine will guide the mind and hearts. Little wish for your world from the deepest part of your consciousness. And breathe deeply in and out as you do so. Coming back into your subtle and gross world. Breathe deeply into the gross body, giving it attention and its connection to nature, to the earth, to the water element, to space, to air, to fire and light. Bring in more of the gross breathing, more oxygen. And here's where we'll chant the Maha Mrityunjaya mantra for the well-being of all. We do it collectively. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyamamrita. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyamamrita. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyamamrita. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyamamrita. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyamamrita. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyamamrita. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandham Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyamamrita. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, everyone. Isn't it wonderful to be back in the Healing Circle? Live continues. So I'm going to just give you 15 minutes in which you can share experiences, make comments, ask questions. Just 15 minutes. So we wait for you to field your question or comment or experience. Let's take Kachlin.
Guruji.
Yes.
Yes, namaskar, Guruji, and everybody.
Thank you.
Like you said, it's just absolutely wonderful to be back on Zoom with you all, and to so joyfully and peacefully reconnect. I just loved the whole evening. I thought the pranayama and the healing that Prabha did it was just, it touched me very deeply. And I just loved the healing meditation. And it felt like a very sacred time, just even today. We've been having our satsang on a Wednesday morning, a Zoom satsang, and even though it's a small group, it's just beautiful. And and this afternoon, I don't know, I'd say things just go so deep sometimes with me. I just had to sleep for quite a bit after lunch, and I've been I go to St. Column's Park a lot to read up your transcripts. I feel so close to you there when I'm over there. And like you said, the importance of of going over your teachings is so key. I was reading day 38 today, and the depth of how you've gone through it all, it just touches me as deep when I'm reading it. And doing it out in nature, it's so deep. And I think your sacred conversations, we did a little bit of day 4 today in our satsang, and we only took about 10 minutes out of it, and even what came out of that was just like, it was just gold. It was precious gems. And I just want to thank you, because I know we're all deeply gaining from it, Guruji. I personally am thinking so much. And I just feel that the healing energy just is lifting to deeper levels of consciousness for me, and of the subtle body, and how to really work energetically. It's like it's like a new beginning. That's how I could describe it. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. We really deeply appreciate that. And especially that you go back to the transcripts and you read them and you see the depth that is there. So we are working now on the publications. So it will soon be out, where we'll have a completely edited version, true to my talks, and available. So we're looking forward to that.
Thank you.
And what we're doing is that we are dividing it into 2 parts. One part will be the practices, and one part will be on the principles. So it's going to be very nice. So thank you so much, Kathleen. Let's go on to Sundari and Veer.
Namaskar.
Namaskar to you.
I just want to say that I has a lot of problems to stay awake now, but I felt so tremendous being carried through these days with my dad and mom, and today my dad has going to a hospital. Hospice. So sorry, hospice. So that was hard, but I felt so much grace. There are cards from people I didn't think about. And thanks to your teachings and to what I have learned, I can take care of them. And
Absolutely.
that's marvelous. I felt, and I just want to thank everyone that hold us in the light. So
Thanks, Sundari.
great.
That's beautiful to hear. Continued blessings to them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Let's take Rosanna.
Namaskar, Guruji.
Namaskar, Rosanna. You
Thank
look bright today.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this healing circle today. I felt the 40 days were very intensive for me, so my body has to recover from that.
Yes.
I have a question about this healing circle of today. During the pranayama exercises of Saraswati and also during the exercise of Prabha, the breath stopped. Do I have to go further with the pranayama exercise, or can I go in meditation then?
You can go into meditation, yeah. Because somehow when the pranas are balanced in your body, you may find that you don't really need more pranayama.
Okay.
And especially if you did during the day as well. So no, you can go off into meditation, because meditation is also very energizing at the subtle level. Feel free to do that.
Okay, thank you very much, Guru.
Yeah, and what is the instrument you have next to you?
It's the tampura.
Can you play something? What do you use it for?
I use it for a spiritual singing. It is called Drupad.
Can you sing anything in Drupad?
I'm practicing, but I can. Yeah, I don't know if I can sing.
Can you sing anything at all using it?
Then I have to go.
Little bit. Thank you, Rosanna. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
I'm a fan of the musical rhythms,
yes,
and especially sacred ones. Thank you so much. Namaskar. Okay, so we end there, and we thank you so much, everybody. And we look forward to our next healing circle. At the moment, I'm just staying with the healing circles. I'm working very hard with my publications team. And of course, I'm working on Tapovan as well. We're trying to make some headway into Tapovan in the next months, because hopefully we'll be able to live in Tapovan soon. And so we're working hard on that. And those of you who have had the opportunity to be in Tapovan, you know how beautiful it is. So these are what are taking up my time in these days, and joyfully so, that I give more attention to the body and to my practices, and I'm just enjoying every moment of it. And of course, I'm going to be back with you again, all in the right time, because you're very much in my mind. And I'm excited to be here today. Soon enough, we're preparing to continue with more advanced work. I want to take you to deeper. Those of you who want to, and those of you who are ready and receptive, I want to take you deeper into the teachings, since you were very excited about the 40 days. And we're going to prepare the 40 days as a book you can use to continue with the teaching. So all of these things are on the board, the drawing board, and soon enough, you're going to see the results of that. But all is good here at the center. We continue to be in lockdown, and the country is partially opening up. We've done well in trying to just stave off the COVID. The country has done extremely good, extremely well. So we're looking forward to really very sensible reopening, and the government is doing well with that. Just to let you know. So we want to wish you well wherever you are, your countries, and let's stay safe, and let's continue to practice the teachings. Have a blessed day. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaskar.